a new unit, which is unit is about strategic resource management. And my name Anjum Sattar, and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. Please, if you have any question, feel free to drop the email on my email address. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Today lesson will go through LO1, Learning Outcome 1, understand the role of management of human resource. That will go through. Before starting we can quick look around the unit contents as well. Each lesson will go through one learning outcome, and the aim of this unit, which I already included in slides as well, the aim of this unit is to develop learner understanding how effectively strategic human resource management support to achieve the organization objective is mean the end result, what really we want to be achieve as an organization. A lot of company, their objective can be profit maximization, but they never say they are in the business to earn the profit. Normally they say they are in the business to serve or the shareholder wealth maximization. That's the key objective in any organization or most of organization. So learner will be evaluate the contribution of human resource management and leadership management theories in our organization benefits. So that's all will go through today lesson. So we'll start. Okay, the key contents in this unit which we'll go through under this learning outcome. Critically, we have 3 assessment criteria. Critically, explanation of nature and importance of human management in our organization. So we'll go through definition of HRM, we'll go through the model, guest model, Pearson models, and we'll go through other contingent model, Harvard model, and various other models. We can use hard and soft, approach of human resource management. So that we'll go through and we'll discuss about assess and the purpose and the strategies. What is meant by strategy? What is the purpose of strategy? Why organization need to be developed the strategy? Where this words came from? The word strategy is derived from the Greek word strategist, which we used to be in military, but now commonly we use in leadership management or in other subject areas. Evaluating contribution of human resource management. It's a huge, so any business, whatever we'll start, we need 3 M's. Any business, whatever we'll start, we need 3 M's. Do we know what 3 M's can be? 3 M's. What do you think? Anyone? What can be 3 M's? So if you want to start any business, we need material. Material can be different types of assets we required. We required manpower, which is human being. Yes. We need labor, we can say, and other we required money. These all 3 M's required to start any business, and we need to make sure we manage these resources, because we are quite constrained. We have a limit on it, limitation. So we have a limitation on we can't really say we have unlimited resources, we have a limited resources. So those we need to make sure we manage those effectively. That's what we need to make our business successful. So that's we need to make sure we manage those effectively. So anyone know the definition of management? What is the management, please? You can chat in chat box as well. If you can't properly hear or any mic issue. What is the management? Anyone can define what is the management, please? Yes, I can hear you, but a bit, voice issue, so you can even chat as well. Sorry, your voice is a bit broken, so I can't hear properly. I think so. Maybe your end a bit, signal issues. Okay. Anyway, so anyone else, if you want to type in management, some people say management is a task. Yes, you can type answer. Yes, if you want. Yes, please. You can. Yes, management. So I believe can't hear me. Sorry. Yes, I think so is a problem, some I can't hear you properly. Sorry. There is a issue, I think so, either from my side or your side. I likely will be your side mic issue. Okay, let's please. Okay, so management is a process. Management is a process of designing an environment to achieve pre-selected objective. So if you're a manager, your job to be, you have to design an environment to achieve pre-selected objective. Objective mean end result. Objective means well, end of any activity, what really we want to be achieved. That's all. Of course, under the management, we have a planning, control, organization. All these comes, organizing things. All these are the function of management. So in management, we'll say always good manager try to be. We all know maths. 2 plus 2. What's make? We all know 2 plus 2 makes. Yes. What do you think? We all know 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay. So in management, managers try to make 2 plus 2 5. Yes. Well done. Well said. Slan synergy. So we want to be synergy. 2 plus 2 makes 5. How we can make fly? We'll try to create surplus. So we'll try to create surplus. How we can, because a lot of people are the organization failure is the failure of, according to the one of great scholar, Peter Drucker, he said about come surplus mean extra output. Yes. Maybe you're both manager, you've been given the input, you have a same money, you have a same workforce, but you utilize in a way you can create extra output. Unfortunate in the developing country, the output is very low. Why is it very low? Because due to the not knowledge based economy. Yes. So not knowledge based economy. Yes, so we need to create the surplus as the managers and the leaders. We try to be find the ways to design our environment, increase the productivity of our workforce. Because the most difficult things to manage is a human being. It's the most difficult. We can manage our money, we can manage our assets, but the most difficult resource between 3M men, money and material is more difficult is a human being. So we have a lot of concept diversity. We need to be equality. We need the utilization, different work, team building, and all these, the various concept we'll go through in our this HR unit. So we have in the UK is we have an institute specific for the course just in it's called Chartered Institute of Personnel Development. It's a chartered institute. You're doing the course which is OTHM, which is one of chartered institute which provide the management qualification, which is not only just HR but other elements of management where we'll go through the finance and all of that. Okay, so according to the one great scholar, Peter Drucker, Peter mentioned in his book, uh, yes, so money, material, which is meant by all assets, which we required, not mean just is a mean labor, yes, workforce. Huh? Manpower, labor, workforce, human being we require. So that's all we call 3Ms. So we need to be manage them effectively to achieve our organization objective, and that's why we need a management. Okay, so according to the Peter Drucker, which I was saying, Peter Drucker, one of the great scholar, he mentioned failure of any organization is a failure of managers, and the success of any organization is a success of managers. So managers make difference. Yes, managers make difference. So in our organization, we need to be make sure we have a manager, those have a knowledge uh, about culture, about recruitment selection and all policies and the legislation, those will go through. That is quite crucial. So management is a task. Some people say management is a task, management is a discipline. So if the manager not do the discipline, how the worker will be? So think about, if the managers will be late, how can we expect from the worker will be early in the organization? If managers steal the things, how you expect from the worker not stealing the things? So we have to be, will be a role model really in our organization to achieve our organization objective effectively. So that's really, we need to be think about. Okay, so we'll go through today. First, we'll define what terminologies we are going to really know. The management strategic. What is meant by strategic management? What is strategic mean long term? So is long term. Okay, anybody still using Nokia? Anyone using Nokia? What do you think? No, why not? We all used to be love Nokia, yes? We used to be all Nokia, outdated. Nokia is outdated. Why is outdated? Why Nokia is outdated? Anyone? What do you think? Nokia is outdated. Why outdated? No advancement in technology. Yes, didn't update the features. Yes, absolutely right. Well done. So because the Nokia is outdated, they didn't update it. But think about Apple. Yes, think about Samsung. Yes, why those are the new organization, though are not older than Nokia. Nokia stay behind and Apple and Samsung stay ahead. So the Nokia CEO of Nokia back in 2000 closed many R&D, research and development center. He's purely costing mind. Just that spending money on research and development is a waste of resource. It's a waste of resource, but the research and development bring the innovation. If you don't have innovation, can you sustain it? Another company sustain, and they even ahead than the competition. So you have to be think about, you have a workforce, those have a good innovation and skills, bring it in the organization. So that's why is a crucial. So definition of human resource management, support the long-term business goals. So goals can be supported by long-term human. It's focus on the long-term resources issue, context of the organization goal. So we need to be make sure mm, waste of money. He was thinking, so close many research centers in the world and make people redundant. Yes, the thinking we are restructuring organization. What's the point? We have, yes, research and development center. But the research, if you know research and development, think about, many countries is ahead in, those countries have a good in science and link with the research. Those are ahead in the industry point of view as well. Even think about Sweden, think about Denmark. uh, Unfortunate UK's number in research in those, especially in the science areas, is behind other country. Even India's is ahead, especially in science subject areas. So it's a huge link with the industries. So we need to be think about human resource. If we not develop on those lines, we can't really. Okay, the concept of human resource management developed since early 90s, making distinction between the strategy and strategic planning, long-term planning. Look, the human resource management, there is a link between the business and human resource. So is a crucial. So business want to grow. Our strategy, business want to grow. Yes, and we don't have skilled workforce. Skilled workforce. So what will be happen? Can business achieve objective? No, business can't achieve. So innovation won't come. So we need to be make sure. One of the great scholars said, either you're 80 or 20. If you stop learning, you become older. You can't sustain it. So sustainability at the moment in the world is a huge competition. Of course, we have to accept the reality, huge competition. We can sustain only in a profession if you have a skill. Okay. Anyone knows what is meant by competencies and capabilities? Okay, what is the two term difference, please? Capabilities and competencies, anyone? Couple of you maybe learn with other unit with me as well. What is the key difference between anyone? What do you think? Uh, Capability is a potential. Yes, so we can say capability mean ability to do something. If you pass your test, if you get your qualification, you are competent. Yes, that's why you pass. If you pass your driving test, I think so that will be more appropriate. If you pass your driving test, you're capable. That's why you pass it. You have a driving license. But first 3 months in UK especially, you have to display newly passed driver plate on your car. Yes, the reason is you can make the mistakes. Still you can make the mistake. You're not a competent. So competencies come with experience. So that's why employers looking experience. They're not looking just qualification. They are more interested in experience. So guys is quite crucial. We need to be find the ways where and how we can get the experience. Huh? So always company nowadays they recruit people based on competencies, and there is a method called competency based interview. If you want to apply a job somewhere and you want to prepare your interview, and this is called the method is called STAR method of interview. We'll go through in the following lesson, but there are a lot of videos on YouTube. STAR. STAR stand for situation, T stand for task, A stand for action, and R stand for result. Situation, task, action, and result. People ask you what situation. Give the example specific to explore your competency. Okay, that's we need to be. And now first we're looking the business strategies. Always business strategies we have. Strategy mean action plan. What we want to be, what strategy need to be. In HR, strategy should be linked. Okay, we want to be leading company, leading in innovation. Yes? What do you think? We treat people like to be treated. Our mission statement as a company. We exceed, we work harder, no one work harder than us. So these can be our mission, these can be our slogan, these can be our values. We treat people like to be treated. But we can't until we don't have a right skilled workforce, those understand, interpret, and use it effectively. So that's why we need to be make sure we recruit the people. Can we? Okay, recruiting is very difficult task. It's very difficult. In the UK, is approximately 3 to 5,000 pound is cost. 3 to 5,000 pound is cost, just to recruit people. But how many days people will stay in our organization is very difficult. Maybe in 2 months, in 1 month, people will leave the organization due to poor our recruitment and selection policies. So we need to be make the our strategy HR with the link with the business. Okay, so both there is a no single human resource strategy that deliver the success in all cases. So business must define their unique according to the specific culture and objective. Culture. What is meant by culture? Anyone? And objective. Can we define objective? Okay. So what is meant by culture, please? Can we define culture in our own words? Okay. Culture mean, yes, we can say, right? norms, values, the way we do business. The way we do business, that's all represent the culture. So every organization have own culture. So the culture mean norms, value, the way we do business. And objective, we always need to be smart. What is a smart? Objective are goals. Yes, we can say end objective, what really at the end you want to achieve. So you're doing this qualification. What is your objective? One, your objective is level 7 qualification. Your end of this course, what other your objective? Maybe this is short term, long term your objective. What really you want to be in HR? You want to be expert in HR. That's a huge demanding area because it's very difficult. It's sensitive to keep everyone happy, to keep people motivated, to select the right talent management, deepen a business sense. Yes, that can be. So we need to be think about objective. Smart. What is smart word stand for? Objective need to be specific. Objective need to be measurable. Objective need to be achievable. Objective need to be realistic. Objective need to be time bound. Yes, with respect, maybe some people say I'll bring the star. Yes, and this and that can't be really, so we need to be look around the objective. Is it specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound? So we have to be think about HR professional is an instrument applying their expertise, understanding organization circumstances, dealing with the human capital value chain, reflecting the stakeholders' demand. Okay, we have a different framework, different models we've been given. So one is called Harvard framework. So this is the main contentions of the Harvard School of Michael Beer and a colleague, developed this. So today is many pressures are demanded borders and more comprehensive and speedy perspective. So we need to be look around the human resource management. We need to manage the stakeholders' interest. What is meant by stakeholders? What is meant by stakeholders? It means anybody who has any interest in the business is a stakeholder. So we have to manage the interest of the stakeholders. Situational factors, we need to look around the workforce characteristic, business conditions, all we have to be managed. We have to develop the HR philosophy, the policies and the choices. We need to look around the human resource outcomes. We need to be look around the long-term consequences towards organization. So that's why it's quite crucial HR. So according to this model, we not just focus. Okay, salary. What is the best salary to give the workers? How we can decide what is the best salary? No doubt we have a one criteria in the UK, national minimum wage. Yes, but who want to work on the national minimum wage? Yes, which industry? How much the value of the item the individual going to deal with it? Can't be taxi driver and the pallet. Yes, working in airline industry is the same salary. No, because it's dealing with the valuable equipment. So you have to be draw the basis as well. Recruitment policies. Is it where you advertise you find the right person? Yes. So we have to be like we have a Ryanair. Ryanair, it's quite, they have a strategy, cost leadership as a business strategy. They want to be become the most cost effective airline in the world. But instead of Emirates airline, they are focused on innovation. So two different strategies. Think about they have a diversification. They have diversify themselves. So we have to be think about now the cost leadership. We really want to be cheaper workforce, yes, but we want to be more productivity. But we need to be think about in others is more innovation. So two different, and we have to develop our own strategies based on it. Okay. Anybody any question you can ask please if you have. Next we looking at human resource model. Further they according to this model we are looking the selection, performance management, reward systems, development. Okay, what is meant by performance? If you want to measure the performance of individual, first of all, you set the criteria of measure the performance. Maybe that's conflicting as well. So performance always equal to cost, time, and quality. Never ever someone measure the performance just based on the cost and the time. Because otherwise, at the long term, we want to exceed in the quality service, but actually we not made the performance of individual based on quality. How many customer you deal, how many, what they saying, what sort of the person, how well you handle the objection of your clients. So we have to. Other thing, development. So what is the difference between training and development? Anyone knows? We all knows training and development. Is there any difference? Anyone? What do you think? Training and development. Is there any difference? Okay. Uh, Development would increase the skill set. Yes, no doubt. Well done. So training is the new thing. So training is telling about the policies and procedures of companies, policies and procedures. Yes, that's more about training. But the development is long term because we want to provide you free training course about HR because in future we need HR managers so we can recruit internally or you can be look after staff here because end of the day not just a human resource department is so development comes before the production. Yes, development can be doesn't matter which department, development is the long term. Training is the short win. Yes, development we are developing people. Why we developing now? Maybe our plan is 10 years after we want to do something. So we have to develop now. So like we quoted the example of Nokia, they not develop it. So they have to spend the money on development. So staff development budget should be. So HR professional instrument applying the expertise, understanding the organization's circumstances, human resource capital chain, and reflect the stakeholder demand. That's crucial. Okay, then next we have a model. We discussed already. Next we moving toward the David Guest, one of the British authors who gave the model David Guest model. According to the David Guest, we need to be focused on business strategy. We need to link with the HR strategy. We need to be set HR practice within our organization and then HR effectiveness, how HR department is effective. So if you have a staff retention, yes, you look around staff retention, you look around productivity, yes. So you have to look around your appraisal system in our organization. Appraisal system. Do we know 360-degree in maths? Yes. We all know 360-degree. What is meant by? And do we know what is meant by appraisal? So appraisal is me checking the performance. End of the year, you have an appraisal. Every organization have an appraisal system. So we need to be look around 360 degrees, the most effective appraisal system. Effectiveness to measure that how effective are HR. So if the staff is not staying in our organization, it's not effective our HR policies. So HR outcome implies competency, commitment, and flexibility. Quality of the good services can be linked. Appraisal is evaluation. Yes, it can be. It is a part of. End of year, you want ACR, annual confidential reports. In other countries, we call ACR, annual confidential reports. Yes, we want to keep confidence. That's all about measure the performance. And then financial rewards can be linked with it. Based on performance. Performance based on three things. You taking less time, you giving the quality of service, and you using less cost, less resources. That's all and you're entitled performance related pay. and we have to develop that culture in our organization. We not recruit on the relationship, we recruit on the performance. Okay, then we have other performance models we always looking. Training and development, recruitment, selection, all we need to look around performance management, skills, ability, career opportunities, job security. So this model is all is interlinked, So all these models. Yes, please. What is it? Okay, appraisal is staff appraisal. End of year, how many times you absent from work? Yes. How many times what you gave the productivity? So is individuals. Huh? Okay, then we can look around the difference between HR and long-term strategic human resource management. So this is more about action, HR, administrative, behavior, approach can be disjoint, scope can be, we can look around the implies relation, it can be short-term. But when we're looking strategic human resource, here we're looking the long-term. We're looking more productive. We're looking short, long, and flexible. We're not just focus on the short term or cheaper workforce. Yes, making people redundant. Oh, that's the short V in like Nokia. So spending money on the people development, that is a crucial. So first we have assessment criteria under this learning outcome critically justified resource management. Human resource management is a function which focus on recruitment management, providing directions implies within our organization. So management is a link with the human resource management objective and the organization performance. So when we're looking strategic human resource management, here we're looking the long term. We're looking the overall organization strategies and HR. Okay. Then in 21st century, we more focus on strategic human resource, not short term. We want to be sustained long term. That's the is very difficult to be stay longer in the business because people are selling online. People are the way we used to do business is changing every day due to the technology. So we need to be betterly understand. We need to change our processes. We need to train our staff. They have well aware of equipped with the technology. So internationalization and the market integration we need because internationalization organization becoming more international. So that's why is we need to be think globally. We use term think globally and act locally. Do we know what is the difference home and host? Home as host country. Okay. So think about McDonald's is all over the world almost, yes? So McDonald's strategy, home is US. Host is the country where they have actually operation. So they must need to be understand the culture of their country. They must need to be understand the recruit and they have to provide uh, think about in India is more about the vegetarian dishes. In other part of the world, different burgers. Yes. So think about different menus we need to be according to the taste. So we have to be, and we our staff need to be trained. If we'll send managers from abroad, how they can. So we have to train them. Okay, we need to look around the technological chain, concept of general management, cross-cultural factors. We need to really understand the culture, individualism, also the cultural factors as well under the HR as well. Okay, so human resource contemporary is a lot. Policy. So think about policies, HR policies in UK. We have a Equality and Diversity Act 2010. 2010 Act in UK, everyone should be treated equally. If you discriminate based on the race, religion, or color, it's actually you violating the company carry on doing, but actually that's the violating the law itself. And you claiming and think about the fair wage. So recently, Primark building fire in the manufacturing factory in Bangladesh. So we have to think about what policies we have, before giving the contract to outsiders as a company. 3G capabilities, HR, we need to be look around the organization. According to the one great scholar, Johnson and Scholl, they said, no, we need to be focused on the target training and development. We need to be focused on the staffing policies in our organization. We need to think about the organization learning dynamic. Okay, what do you think? Is it capability stay the same always? Is it capabilities stay the same? Okay, capabilities carry on becoming redundant. So we have to develop the new capabilities. Even as an individual, if we don't develop a new capabilities, we can't really sustain longer, or we can't really accelerate. Or you think, no, is enough? No, I did, so many qualification, I done this and that. I don't want to do. So really, it's very difficult. We can't really move. Capability must be, yes, we need to developing people's awareness. We need to be focused on. Okay, next we have area linking business and HR strategy, people, finance, information technology. All we need to link with. We must aware of. We are introducing new IT system, new IT system. What do you think? What effect will be on HR? What HR need to be planned? What is the HR job description need to be changed? Where they need to advertise now to recruit new people. Those have IT background. We have a new IT system. We need to do the job training. So it's linked with it. If the people in our own organization, they hate technology, can we? And we spend the money, millions in the IT system, and they don't want to use it. Yes. And they think, so it's not. First, we need to change the mindset. Yes. So business and HR strategies are not two different animals. Yes, the HR strategy is an integral part of the resource-based view of the strategy. So which we'll go through. We have a model RBV, resource-based view. So you have to be used as a resource. HR is a big resource as an organization. Those organizations have a good staff. They can really, especially think about, Apple. Think about Google especially. So according to the Peter Drucker effective management strategy, we need to be concerned with action rather than the understanding, the decision rather than the analysis, ability to turn rapid change into opportunities. So due to the COVID-19, is it everyone in crisis? What do you think? Every organization in crisis? Is create the opportunities. Some people became a millionaire due to the COVID-19, just COVID-19, because they have a IT background. Yes, Amazon, think about their shares, is grown. Think about Bitcoin. Anyone knows Bitcoin? How much is a coin now? That was $25. 25 US dollar was in 2012. Now is $30,000. If somebody invested $25 in 2012 and now is owner of around 32 plus $1,000. Yes. So that's huge. Yes. But of course, a lot of countries, especially in UK, we can't really use credit card to buy these coin, because the reason the government ban it, even because there is a no secure money, anything, is because behind is no real asset really, no coins, no gold, nothing. So that's a very risky as well, manipulated in the different ways, high demands, people sentiments is quite high to buy it. So that's we need to be think about the HR strategy should be matched with. So this picture is quite good to be explained. So fit business strategy and HR strategy, both short term, long term, summarize into the leadership development. We have to workforce development, organization development, scanning long term people trends, long term strategies, gap analysis. Where we have a gap, we have to find. Maybe think about another part of the world like in UK workers and workers in Germany. In Germany, people work 4 days, or even some organization 3 days, and they give the productivity of 5 days, according to uh, CIPD, Chartered Institute of Personnel Development. So it's more skills workforce. So that's why is in the UK government start apprenticeship program. Instead of just doing degree, actually you place in an organization where you're learning and you're applying the knowledge as well side by side. That's the crucial because it's not just a capability, more about competencies. So scanning the current capabilities, short-term business people, looking around the short-term cycle, objective setting, performance metrics, reward systems, all is linked. Okay. Next, we're looking the area 1.2, assess the role and the purpose of strategic human resource management role. Yes, stimulate the interest in the field of human resource, inviting professional to speak about the different aspect of the job. So which will go through some, case studies in the next lesson. I'll embed, then strategic human resource aims to provide the sense of direction. So we need to be look around the directions of organization. Yes, we need to develop staff accordingly. Okay, so a process of developing strategy with the organization exists and is understood. Explicit consideration of resource dimension. So organization all level establishes responsibility, accountability. Accountability. Couple of you maybe heard about responsibility accounting. Responsibility accounting. You've been given the budget. Yes, you are responsible where you spend it. So you can generate millions out of it. How well you use your capacity in an organization? How well? So that is a crucial question we need to be asked, and we should have a skill those by scanning the environment, external, past, political, economic, social, and then making the decision. This is the example of UK Tesco. It's quite big supermarket. They have 240,000 employees and making constant profit. Unfortunate few years back, Tesco's manipulate the profit. It's been in the media, in the bad press. The last few years, the Tesco participative management, which help organization in development. Organization try to apply the competitive circumstances by developing the technique. Can relate the customer. So Tesco constantly improve the customer relationship, welfare, management combination. So Tesco keeping in view of their strategies, every little help, they use the slogan every little help. So they have used the club point card, loyalty card they have started, and they link with it. So the decision making, and it's unable to increase the employees players motivation and work toward the proficiency in these, the change, keeping in view of. Okay, then strategic human resource help to achieve the knowledge and strategic human resource in different ways and maintain using the advancement in the level of organization goal. The different HR policies are providing some good replies. They look around HR RM tasked to be helped to achieve the organization goals and the job role being designed even accordingly. The growth of the plan and organization required the staff and the recruitment and the retention policy they have introduced, and the people that the managers will be accountable and their performance will be based on it. Okay, thus they focus on the train and develop the enable employees to know the proper skill required to be achieved the whole task. Training plan is designed and organization benefited in 3 appropriate utilization of financial resources, accomplish training and development process to achieve organization objective. Okay, then third 1.3, we have evaluated the strategic human resource management related to the functional area. Functional area mean departments. So these are called marketing is one of, recruitment selection is HR function. So HR function is selection, recruitment, resourcing, designing organization development, training management, business in transformation, conducting performance and behavior management reviews, employees and industrial relation union. Yes, so keeping your relation with union good. HR analysis, workforce, data management, reward, compensation, system, training and development system, all is a crucial part in organization which companies are looking. Okay, factor that which is working towards human resource department at the moment, globalization. What do you think? Do we need to change our policies? Change our policies due to the globalization, HR policies? What do you think? Yes, we have to change our policies, HR, keeping in view of globalization. Remote working, flexible working hours. Yes. So according to the in UK, we have a flexible working hours as a legislation. So employers should provide the shift if we are running in the shift pattern. Shortage of the talent, not productive based. Yes. So we need to be look around availability of the low cost labor from emerging economies such as China, India, and various other economies, technology process, and what are the strategic human resource partners and the change agent and implies advocates and the champion in the globalization. All these, just like a Finland, Denmark policies. Yes, absolutely right. So all this we need to be make sure we link with it and we can evaluate it, and we need to be look around various organizations. They have changed themselves, keeping in view of the globalization. Globalization creates opportunities, but create the risk. Yes, so we have to be, those are the threats we have to overcome. So those we can overcome if we are efficient, if we have efficient workforce. Okay, guys, if you want to, yes, you're absolutely right what you said there. That we need to. There is a if you want to do some free courses, there is a website called FutureLearn. Yes. .com, and you can do some free short, and interact with the various, the people throughout the world. So it's called Future Learn, and they are offering free HR consultants, or normally stress management, or those are that can be help you and learn about more HRM issues. And that will help to improve the strategic human resource management. So that's all today lesson. Today we address the learning outcome one, which was about human resource management, strategic human resource management, and role in. Okay, so further what I'll do, I'll send you, I'll show you, we have a different books, those we can use further if you want to learn about the more different, the scenarios within. So this is the one of human resource planning, strategic human resource planning, how we can plan. Yes, so there are the lot of activities if you want to use for your assignment, which of course will go through the assignment session as well. So please, that's quite good book, to read. I'll ask, Raman to upload on Moodle as well. So resource base and different strategies and different models we can use it. So that's all today from my side. Anybody, any question before we finish? Okay. Okay, that's all today. Thanks for listening and attending. Please, if you have any question, you can drop me email, and hope so speak you all during our next lesson, and which we'll go through. Other than that, please, if you have questions, drop me emails too, and enjoy. It's a long weekend here in the UK, and hope so weather will be nice here and wherever you're from. Thank you. Bye-bye.